it's Trent. Hope everyone's having a good week, good Tuesday. A lot of days to go, but we got the most awkward night of my life, right? And it was actually a birthday party, and I was the only one to show up, right? And if for any reason the kid you recognize this story, you're a good person, but it's a funny story, so I gotta tell it, right? So it's this kid's birthday, right, from the football team, and he invites whoever, right? I remember him telling me, and I assumed he was telling the rest of the team, right? So I thought it would kind of be like a team party, like it's this kid's birthday, but we're all gonna meet up and hang out, right? And this is freshman year, so it's like kind of like football's been going on like 2-3 months, so we're all kind of starting to bond. So this would be good. And the kid on the team, my friend, he's like, hey, come to my house at this time, right? Sends me the address. I'm like, okay. And he lives really close to another kid on the team. So I'm like, all right, I'll see him. I'll see everybody. We'll be good, right? I show up there. And also, let me say, at this time, I was only vaping, and every now and again I'd hit a pen, right? But I wasn't like actively smoking all the time. But I was smoking quite a bit, right? Just using pens, though. And because this is a little bit before the fake cart, so I'm hitting carts or whatever. I get to this kid's house, and he's the only one there, right? And I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to be rude and be like, are other people coming, right? So I was trying to think of how to hint at it, and I remember I said something like we're gonna have a good night tonight. Like, what are we planning to do? Just to see if other people are coming, and no one else came, right? Which is fine. You don't need a lot of people. You just need one fun person, me, right? Kidding. So we go out to eat, right? And they had a surprise for him, and they couldn't tell me either, obviously, right? Because I'm like his friend. But they're like, we're gonna go to a sporting event. That's what they told us, right? We're gonna go to a sporting event, and they said the arena we were going to. And every time I've been to that arena, I've seen hockey games, so I assumed it was a hockey game, right? But I didn't say anything. I was just thinking it. And they're like, okay, we're gonna go to the sporting event, but first we're stopping at, and this is the kid's dad. They're like, we're stopping at your dad's favorite restaurant when he was a kid, right? This pizza place. So I'm like, pizza? I can do pizza, right? And so we get there and we sit down, and I don't judge anybody, right? I've literally, besides Thanksgiving, I don't think I've ever actively prayed with people or like prayed before the food, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people do that, but I've never done that. And it's not that I wouldn't do it, it's just I literally, I didn't know what to do, right? So we're sitting there, and they both, the mom and the dad, and they put their hands up. And I'm like, what's going on, right? So I go like this, because I don't get it. And they grab my hands, we're all holding hands, and I know that's normal, right? So we're doing that, whatever. But I wasn't expecting it, so I was like, okay. But then, just wait. They order pizza, right? When they ordered the pizza, or as they were ordering, because they were ordering, for the table, but we ordered our drinks and stuff, right before they were ordering stuff, I'm like, can I be excused? Can I go to the bathroom? Whatever, I just want to wash up. That's what I said, right? And he was coming with, my friend. So we get to the bathroom, and I asked him, like, you want to hit the pen? And he's like, I'm good, And I was like, do you care if I hit it, And he's like, as long as you're acting normal. He was paranoid, but I knew I was good. So I just took little rips, and I was like, we're good. Went back there, and the pizza's there, and this is where I will judge, correct? The pizza was covered in black olives. I don't like olives. I don't know who does like olives, especially on pizza. That's just wrong. Even, my grandpa likes weird shit, and he doesn't like that. So that's just wrong. I'm like, I don't like that. So I really wanted to just pick them off, and eat it, because it's still cheese pizza. Just take off the olives, But I felt so, kind of anxious about it and awkward. I was like, nah, that's fucked up if I take off the thing that they ordered on there, and... So I just fucking downed it. I was like, all right, these are the moments you got to be a champion, right? And I just started eating it. And, dude, I fucking hate olives. That shit tasted disgusting. It's like a grape, but not fruit. It fucking gross. I ate, I don't know. I ate, 2 or 3 slices, and there was, 3 or 4 of them on there each. So, it was a lot of fucking things. And I hated it, and it was gross, right? But then then they're like, okay, we're going to the sporting event, and I got these olives in me, and I'm feeling kind of gross, but it's whatever. I'm like, we'll be sitting at this thing watching, it'll be fine, right? It won't be, I was thinking it won't be like crazy, like at least you're sitting down in a chair, you know, and I can chill, like, We pull up there, and, you could tell what it was right away. It was a monster truck rally. It was like one of the, Monster Jam things, right? Which is cool, which is awesome. Not what I was expecting. So we walk in there and we sit down, and the seats we had were in the middle of this, not right in the middle, but to the right was this family that had matching hats, and to the left was this, like, just this older trucker guy. Dude, and they're yelling, just screaming, they're swearing, you know, which I don't give a fuck, but this family, you know, the parents, they cared, and it was hilarious, because this trucker dude was on our left, and he's like, he was only a fan of one of the trucks, but he kept yelling, and he was like, let's fucking go, and then he would say the name, and then the family on the right was, I'm guessing they'd been there before, because they knew a bunch of the names, and they're yelling and stuff, and then there's the parents of the kid whose party I'm at, you know, and we're just sitting there, and the parents are looking around like, what are they saying, you know? But it was all good. That kid's cool. And so, another little story, right? Because I don't want this to be short as fuck. So this one time, right? Also freshman year, I was in gym class, and there was this girl, right? And I thought she was very pretty, very, very attractive. But, I mean, not that it matters outside of high school, but when you're in high school, it's a little thing, you know? There's people that are popular and that hang out a lot, and people that aren't, right? I smoke a lot, and I got kicked out of school in, like, sophomore year and came back for, like, a little bit and went to a whole different school. So I never got a chance, you know? I was not doing well. This girl I knew was, like, she used to date one of the football players or whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl's more popular than me, but I was like, fuck it. We're in the gym class, and I start kind of talking to her. I know, I'm like, every day we're sitting next to each other, so I'm just talking a little bit, just about normal stuff. But one of the days I call her pretty. I kind of try to see if she has a boyfriend, right? No boyfriend. I'm like, cool. That same kind of time span, I don't want to say like that day or that next day, but within a week, right, there was another girl who was really tall at the same school, right? Same grade and everything, and she was in a different one of my classes, and I was kind of doing the same thing with her, you know, but you know, maybe not now, but back then especially, I was a lot uglier, so it's like, you know, I did not have great chances, but I don't know if I was funny or what, but I was pulling it off a little bit, right, to the point where I have both of their numbers, and I'm texting them actively, right, this is so fucking bad, dude, so it's like after school, right? Maybe an hour or two after school, and I'm sitting at home, and I got this great idea to send a long text to one of them, and be like, oh, you're cute, I'm into you, type of thing, you know what I mean? Be like, I want to talk to you, type of thing, you know, kind of before dating. Fucking, I type up this beautiful text. I thought it was good. I thought I, like, used good words, and, you know, like, I thought I made it sound good. And I don't know why I did this, but I just got the idea to add the other girl's name onto it, you know? So I sent it to both of them, and I was like, why not, you know? It'll be good for both. And I sent it, right? Two girls that I never talked to again in high school. You wanna know why? They were sitting next to each other on the cheer bus, or the cheer gymnastics or something bus, right? Because I get a picture of them sitting next to each other with the same message. Like, that's so fucked up. That's so awkward. And after that point, I was like, I'm never sending the same message to two fucking girls. Unless it's like, hey, because that's fucked up. Like, I typed out this long thing. I was proud of myself. I was like, I'm good. I cannot fail, you know? I was like, we're great. And then that happens. That's fucked up. But what are you going to do? Also, you know what? I do have one more little one. The party. There was about 3 parties we went to about a month before me and my friend moved to Florida. And one was at her friend's house, but the one before that was at this girl's house. And we were there, and there was this girl that I had my eye on for, like, maybe 20 minutes, but I knew I was moving, so I knew it couldn't go anywhere, but I was like, hey, at least it's still someone to talk to. Maybe I can try talking or smoking with this girl, right? But I wasn't really trying. I was kind of standing off to the side, right? Eventually, throughout the night, she's standing alone. So I'm like, hey, this is my opportunity to go ask if she wants to smoke or if she smokes or just say what's up. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go out there and smoke if you want to join. And she kind of gave me like a half and half answer. She was like, oh, all right, maybe I'll come out in a minute. Like it wasn't very good. It wasn't good chances. So I was like, all right. And I go outside and I'm hanging out, standing by myself, kind of by this fence. But there was a lot of people smoking in the backyard. And this girl walks up and she's like, hey, can I hit that? And she's hitting the thing and we're talking a little bit. And she said something weird, I remember. She called me handsome or something stupid, I didn't like it. I thought it was weird. I was like, that's something my grandma says, like, ugh. So, anyways, maybe 10, 15 minutes go by and she goes back inside and I had to go to the bathroom and I remember there was a line, so I'm waiting, I'm doing whatever. I kind of forgot about her, right? Maybe 10, 15 minutes after I went to the bathroom, I'm having another drink at this little table, right? And I see the girl again, so I'm like, hey, let me approach her, let me walk up and talk again. So I get up from my table and I'm walking across this living room, and maybe halfway to her, maybe like 3/4 of the way to her, out of a fucking movie, dude. This dude walks up and is talking to her, and they just start kissing, and they were fucking dating, dude. And I'm like, this girl, she talked to me just to get that fucking blunt hit. Like, what a bitch. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's part of going to parties. Everybody wants your shit. You have literally any drug or drink at a party, everybody's your friend. I wonder why. I keep putting myself down in these stories, so let me give myself a little something. So, same party, right, that last story happened at. So I'm there, and there's this girl, and I don't mean to be mean. I'm just being honest. She was very plus-sized, okay? She was big. Not like Lizzo big, but like getting there. And what was her name? Oh, I probably shouldn't say it. Oh, but she lived... I feel like I shouldn't say it, but it started with a K, right? Big girl, nice, whatever, right? She's sitting on the fence outside when I walk out there to smoke, right? Or when I did. And I saw her, but I didn't think anything of it because I was trying to talk to that other girl. And I was smoking, right? So I'm like, whatever. I went back outside after I saw that girl, like, meet up with her boyfriend or that dude or whoever he was, right? And this time I'm hitting my nicotine, right? So I'm hitting my posh. And this girl was like, can I hit that? And she asked me to hit that. And I was just trying to think of any excuse to say no. And I just looked her straight in the eye and I was like, I got COVID. And then I walked away. And she told her friends I had COVID. And people in the party thought I had it. I was like, no, dude, I just didn't want to let this girl hit my fiend. Like, that was a bad choice of words, but no, this girl. Oh, no. Then, like, a little bit later, right, I was doing the same exact thing, and it was either her or someone that looked just like her, but I swear it was her. And she just came up to me and said the same exact thing, except she was like, hey, you're cute, can I hit that? And I said something like, no, I got a girlfriend. I just said some bullshit, just a complete lie that wouldn't even make sense. And I was like, Jesus. And one thing about parties, too, it's rare, but when you can get someone high for the first time, that's fucking beautiful. Or you get, like, a lightweight off weed. And I don't mean, like, getting someone totally fucked up where they can't handle themselves or not having a bad time and panicking. I mean, like, someone that genuinely wants to get high, and you get them high for the first time, and they're like, this is amazing, There was this kid when I was a senior, and this kid was a freshman at the party, so that's a fucking 4-year difference, and there were people older than me and younger than him at the party, so kind of weird. That's like 5 years in between. That's a big party. This kid, there was this alcohol bottle, and the girl told us when we walked in there, she's like, do not touch that. Do not drink it. Like, no part of it, right? It's my parents' special alcohol, and it was in a special bottle. And we convinced the kid to grab it and just chug it. Like, fucking legend. That's hilarious, dude. But all right, this has been long. Hope everyone has a good day, good week. More stories tomorrow, of course. Maybe gaming videos. Hopefully fucking Jimmy Buckets wins tonight, and everybody has a good day. Peace.